You're live. Hey. Loading screens, though. There we go. Helps to click into the Discord.
Time was broken, working out of sync. The city was in a state of chaos.
It's not how trains work.
The end of time was closing in.
And you still believed you could fix it?
The solution was inside Monarch Tower. A countermeasure.
The CFR, as Monarch knew it. The key to the lifeboat protocol. Monarch's survival plan.
It's a weird place for a loading screen.
Didn't seem to matter to you.
I had a better plan.
All right.
Okay then.
Again,
Christ!
it's not really how trains are supposed to work. Oh. I remember how to play this game. First fire, thank you. Sorry, sir. I'm gonna shoot you a little bit in the frozen time. Like that. Oh, mic stand. Why do you do this? Why have you worked for a year and just now are deciding, what if I just, fell on TFP constantly? I don't have any animation.
Where do they keep the countermeasure? Shouldn't be too hard to find. It's the biggest damn building in Riverport.
I think there's a bag of ammo somewhere around here, right? No? Well, I'll just take this assault rifle then.
Hello, Riverport. This is Teresa Sedmak. As I am sure you are aware, things are
Like,
very chaotic right now all over Riverport and in the rest of the world. There's an epidemic of collisions of some kind happening. Car accidents, air collisions, all eerily similar to the Portus Tonley bridge crash we experienced earlier, where nobody seems to see these accidents coming until they happen. I personally witnessed a car slamming into three people.
Alright. Things are going pretty well.
Jack? I hope you can hear me.
Fiona? Is that you?
Yes. I wasn't sure if I could make this work. Listen, the CFR is not easy to reach, but you can access it from Serene's office. A friend of mine has unlocked the CFR chamber, but the rest of the place is still in lockdown. I think I could help you with that. Like this.
Time doors.
I guess you can.
Serene isn't in this building anymore, so maybe you don't have to run into him.
Welcome to the international headquarters of Monarch Solutions. This state-of-the-art building has become world famous for its unique architecture and its iconic presence in the Riverport skyline. Incorporated
I see you, Mike Sands.
level of automation,
What is happening? Why is it doing
and
this?
security in mind, complete with a zero-carbon footprint. The building provides a safe and environmentally
Nope,
friendly workplace
that didn't fix
for
it.
thousands of Monarch employees. Monarch Solutions. All we think about is the future.
Zero carbon footprint. Well, in that case, I'm sure you're all cool.
I mean, hey. At least when they're breaking time, they're not, you know, destroying the environment, Jack. Come on.
Mr. Hatch, I thought you... They said you're dead.
They are confused about
Hey, Lance
one of
Reddick.
two things. I have a little job for you.
But I mean, I'm not sure I should...
You are still working for me.
Yes, of course. Whatever you say, Mr. Hatch.
Hello.
Hello.
We've made it to the end of Quantum Break.
Well, the last chapter.
The end of Quantum Break.
Yeah. We're not, like, at the end.
Well, you're not about to walk through a door and,
And-
sucker punch Paul Serene in the dick and then roll credits, but
Right.
they saved that for the FMV part, obviously.
Yes. There's no more FMV. Well, I can't say there's no
What?
more FMV. There's almost no more FMV.
There's not a final episode?
No, the last episode was the final episode.
Oh, that's disappointing. We really ended that show on a wet fart, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, I finally understand what's happening. Must be scary.
Oh no. Time Man.
I was getting closer to the countermeasure.
Time Man
That
just
time.
He
just
was
taking a little
fractured
nap.
wrong, But he didn't see it.
I guess you could say it's nap time.
He believed the fracture couldn't be fixed. That's why he used the countermeasure, the CFR, to create the lifeboat.
That didn't sound great. Things are not going well
Is that?
in Monarch Zone.
Damn.
Let's say.
I mean, things seem to be going pretty alright down in the lifeboat.
Eh. Jesus, look at this guy.
Mr. Hatch, sir.
Stand and
I mean,
fight what?
If I deactivate the stutter proofing system, won't that, if time stops
Perhaps
again,
it's
then
Lance
the
Reddick
building
here.
will be-
Let me worry about that.
It's just that I'm really not sure this is okay.
Didn't he die in the show?
Couldn't we just check with somebody?
That's
Do I have to look up
you
your
hear a lot of things, says
No,
Lance
no.
Reddick in the
No, sir.
last weird
See that you
Thanos flashback here.
Fiona, can you get this door open for me?
I think so. Sorry, this isn't quite my forte. I know a guy who lives in a city that's not as dependable as... Oh, never
Don't talk to him. Don't let anybody talk to Lance Reddick. If you see Lance Reddick, you shoot Lance Reddick. It's one of what now?
What?
All these Monarch people are like, it's one of them! And they're like, wait, no. It's just Iceman. I will say I see a lot of control in especially this section of the game, just in like a different set, in a different architectural style. Because this is just...
Are the time monsters loose, or is it still just time is ending? Or?
the time monsters may be loose a little bit. Maybe a little bit of the time monsters.
Is that all you got?
The Chronon... The whatever the Doctor was in the live action show. Remember, because he was all...
I just remember they didn't have enough budget to show him.
Yeah, they just put a bunch of Photoshop filters on him, took a couple pictures.
Instagram filters gone mad.
I feel like this exists in a weird time where I'm like, what? No, Instagram didn't exist yet. And no, it totally did.
I mean, Instagram's pretty old at this point.
Yeah, and that's
I think
alarming
it's been around
to me.
forever.
All the cool kids are on the TikToks, and even Snapchat's pretty old now. So hell, I don't know what else is the new shit.
Jeff Keighley's on the TikTok. Also, somewhere around here is something very important, but I have to fight these two Juggernauts first.
Yeah, makes sense. These two not quite big daddies.
Stylized polygons are making me think super hot.
Yeah. I can see
Also,
it.
the part where all the enemies are just glowing red figures. Do they glow red like that when you're using time powers to, like, make it easier to see them?
I think it's an upgrade that I have, to be honest.
Okay, because they are glowing red more than they are normal colored, and it actually makes it kind of hard to tell what some of these people really look like.
The Monarch PR machine was going
It's
strong.
so what it is
Public believed that they were doing
it's
what the police force couldn't.
after I
Protecting them
time
from a terrorist
dodge
threat.
or time rush.
From
I think I unlocked
Ew.
the upgrade for those that basically gives me free time vision when I come out of it.
Okay,
And time vision paints everybody red. That is a villain.
okay.
Super hot.
Yes. Also, somewhere around here is something very important. Let's say
You told me that Hatch had Paul's full
Is it
support.
time knife?
it might be
I
time
saw
knife.
otherwise.
There was a temporary misunderstanding.
Creepy asshole's gone. Lance Reddick. I feel like calling Lance Reddick a creepy asshole is a little rude, but you know.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
I'm trying to get to Skybridge.
Skybridge. I'm marketing right now. Okay. Yeah, I think I got it. Hey, Jack. Be careful. There's something really good going on in this building.
Monarch was scrambling. Paul's empire was falling apart all around me. I'd never seen anything like it. But Paul had. That's what he was preparing for all those years. He didn't do a very good job.
Rip.
Why would the automatic doors still work from the handprint scanner if time doesn't work?
That's a great question. To be fair, so they're not working from a handprint scanner, they're working because Fiona's in the lifeboat and hacking them.
Yeah.
But why they're opening in the frozen time, maybe the doors are stutter-proof.
Sure. Let's go with the architecture is stutter-proof.
Well, they have those little things like that
They
made the
mixed
lab.
they mixed Chronons into the glass whenever they built those sliding doors.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
All of the wiring is run via Chronons, and also apparently they redid all of the power lines going to this building with Chronons, because otherwise the electricity couldn't move through it to power the building.
I appreciate this cyber ninja hall with people's heads exploding.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
He's gonna star in it, and he's got a really cool part for Sophia Amaral if she wants it. You'd be perfect for it. Let him know ASAP. You ready?
I mortgaged my house. Started a Kickstarter.
Here's the Kickstarter video. Hold on, we need to watch that again, but better. Don't look at those. We're not there yet. I like that for some reason the video is called Time Stabber instead of Time Knife. But
Well, obviously, they would have to change the name.
yeah.
They have a time machine here? Shit. This is where they brought the university core. This is Paul's machine. Looks like they have it on the top floor.
Bernard.
I was
Riker.
really hoping there would be more than that. But that's
Yeah.
alright. That's pretty good.
Time Knife. Apparently, I was doing a little bit of extra reading about the Quantum Break. Somewhere there's a video of a couple actors from this reading Time Knife. Mike Stands. Mike
yeah,
Stan.
now that you mention it.
Mike Stan wants to attack me.
Still haven't fixed the mic stand.
No.
Good lord.
I mean, I don't think it's fixable.
I've been busy.
Duct tape.
I think at this point, either the mic stand gets TFP or TFP gets it.
Whoa.
Only one can survive.
I'm not sure what the matchup is there.
What could that have been? A weird time man in a nice suit?
What the
Is Martin
fuck?
Hatch being Dio?
Was that Hatch?
Might be.
The train.
All personnel, stay clear of the lower levels.
There's a
possible
fucking train
hazard.
that went
Repeat,
through the
Stay
building.
clear of the
Another door I need help with, Fiona.
You're at Serene's office. Good. Just a second. This one's a little tricky. Serene's got access to the CFR chamber, and there's going to be a pretty dangerous guy there guarding.
So what I'm getting here is this whole time Lance Reddick was super
Be careful,
evil.
okay?
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe
Nobody should have trusted Lance Reddick.
Yes.
He left behind the one thing I needed.
Lance Reddick has some kind of boner for the end of time.
Okay, yeah, I think this is a note from Lance Reddick here, where he's talking about how he got too close to natural Chronons and then became one of the weird Chronon-based life forms, like Dr. Kim. And so when time would freeze and the end of time would happen, he would stop being crazy time monster and could just be, you know, Lance Reddick.
Alone in the end of time.
Yeah. He doesn't see himself as a gate. He's humble. He's something smaller. He's a hatch.
Oh, these names.
Look, man. You can't talk about Death Stranding.
No, I'm saying that that is a Death Stranding level name.
Yeah. Hang on, let me hack into the surface.
Microsoft shoehorning in those end
My
times.
office alarm went off. Is that you skulking around, Jack?
Fuck you. I'm done playing games. I'm here for what you stole.
If there's no future for Windows Phone, there's no future for anyone.
If you understood just how much depended on that, you'd leave it alone. But I know you don't care.
You're right. I don't. And it looks like you're not here to stop me.
Yes.
That's how
Yes,
it works.
everything will play out as it has to play out. I'll see you very soon, Jack.
As Jack is talking on his Windows Phone. Game of Thrones man not doing too hot. Oh no, he's at the swimming pool too. That's probably bad.
I'm done dancing your tune, you crazy bastard. It was just a couple of minutes between stutters. The countermeasure was Paul's prize.
Can't believe he
Everything
just
built
threw down
was
his
based on
Windows
Will's
Phone like
devices.
that.
The plan depended on it. You better believe I look forward to taking it from him.
In,
17
you know,
years, he lived
20
through
years
twice.
when one of them shows up in
All of
Guardians
it
of the
mapped out
Galaxy
from memory.
Volume
He
4.
knew the market trends before
It'll
they
be
occurred.
super valuable.
He had the tools to make a fortune, and he did.
Do you think there was some, like, mandate somewhere where it's like, look, you can have him throw down the Windows Phone, but you can't show it break?
Yes. That is absolutely something that happened.
Like, it has to land off screen, and you
Dr.
can't have a
Emerald was
noise
the
like
one
it broke or
keeping Paul
anything.
alive.
If anything, you need to slowly pan the
Computer
camera down to
exchanges,
reveal that
there
it's
was
still
something
working
more than
totally
professional
fine.
about it.
That's not my place to comment on.
Dr. Amaral be sad because the time
Paul
vaping
was a powerful
doesn't,
The leader of an empire. But behind the veil, he was a
time
dying
vaping is losing its
Signs were
effectiveness. He's not reaching the same highs as he used to be while he was time vaping.
Story of my life.
Here's that guy.
Really? Look, you have to realize you're not going to keep me from the CFR. You look like you're in shape for this.
Time to fight TV show man.
Have it your way. Of course he's going to.
Also, he's got a big anti-power field, so I have to fight him without any powers. Nope, I got no ammo. That's an issue.
Yeah, get the TV show guy. Cancel him good.
Yep.
He's not really doing work here. I'm not gonna put it that way.
He's got a lot of health. That's kind of the main thing
Okay.
that separates him from other.
Because he's kind of just running around in the open and taking bullets right now.
Yeah.
I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't give him one of those big dumb juggernaut
Don't do
suits.
it, man. Just stay down.
Fuck you. I've got too much writing on this. You're not going anywhere.
Also, the thing that is messing up your time powers is also making it kind of hard for me to tell when you are injured.
Yeah, because it is kind of
The
just
bright orange is kind of matching the screen vignetting a little bit.
I wasn't getting that injured, to be honest, but... Oh no, mic stands. Mic stand getting very injured, though. Ugh.
What if he just pretended to be frozen there so we could get a clear shot?
Fiona.
That'd be fun.
CFR chamber.
That'd be a smart thing to do.
I was expecting someone to do that at some point during this. Like, hacker dude, Fake Will Wheaton, because he had the dumb harness on under his jacket to hide it. Well, yeah, no, he's super dead, but
I
still.
didn't know the details. Somebody cleaned it up.
It's actually kind of funny.
A man named
'cause,
Charlie Wincott. I believe he chose to take a stand.
Literally, either choice, they
ended badly
made it so that they never had to
Mm-hmm.
model Fake Will Wheaton that the Monarch goons wear.
Mm-hmm.
Stutter proofing. Henry Kim worked on the CFR stuff and turned into a weird time monster.
It took 11 years for Will to build the countermeasure. Beth died for it. And I knew it could fix the fracture. This fucking thing. The problem was, I didn't have a clue how to use it. The only person who did was dead. But Monarch had a way of getting to him before that ever happened. The university time machine. We've got the core here.
Alright, so
Monarch had built their own time machine above the CFR chamber. That's right.
it's like,
You still believed you could go back and save your brother?
Yes.
Data Samurai is a fucking dumb name. I see this mic stand starting to go, and I'm going to fix it preemptively.
Are you still lacking tape?
Yeah. I could look for tape, probably, but... I had a train of thought. So because they took the core from the time machine at the university, if we use the time machine here to go back, we will be at the university.
Okay.
It's like you can travel between the same SIM card, basically, or something.
Paul took the core of the time machine from the university, hooked it up to his own
I don't have a
machine.
good
It was part of his sick desire for control. But that gave me one last shot at fixing
analogy.
things. I could go back. Maybe get to Will before Paul killed him. And if I could get the countermeasure in Will's hands, maybe I could still turn everything around. The core was set, the machine was prepped. I had to put the core door in place.
This I remember being kind of a long combat
Okay,
encounter.
this should do it.
Deploying the corridor. Phase 1 underway. Please clear all personnel.
Ah! What is that? Where's my stand? I feel like the actual answer to do in the meantime would be just like figure out a way so that I could just extend it fully and not clamp it and like hold it between my feet or something. That makes too much sense.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? There you go. Hello, friend. this is what I was talking about mostly when I mentioned that like the combat encounter was moderately irritating because you fight a bunch of dudes in the frozen time and then time unfreezes and all of a sudden you have to fight a billion dudes.
Come on.
Surprise! Oh my god. I run away now. I don't think I've actually used one of those like the entire game. Like those time stop, those chronon canisters, and then with a bunch of bullets in them, they will create a temporary stutter so you can fight the dudes what aren't stutter-proof, or the dudes what are stutter-proof without the other people getting in the way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alternately, you could use that time to shoot all the frozen dudes, so that when the time comes back, you've just got stutter-resistant guys left.
Doesn't actually work like that.
Wait, really? Why? That's stupid as hell. That seems like the obvious choice. Mop up the blue guys. You mean frozen in time doesn't keep bullets from going through them?
So I was trying that earlier during one of the story...
Of course you were, because that's the logical thing to do. No wonder this game did terribly.
But that's okay, because I got everybody.
Oh, you're welcome, you very slow machine lady. The machine was ready. I just needed to put in the date. The earliest I could go back to was the time that the core was first activated. At the university.
Not much time to rescue your brother.
I didn't have a choice.
You better be as advertised.
Alright. Let's go back to the university. Alright. This area also just kind of looks like Proto Control, but also that's just because there's so much red lights.
I got there after the fracture initiated. Too late to stop it all before it ever started.
But not too late to save Will. All you had to do was get to him in time.
Yeah? That was the plan.
HQ, we've got security footage of the Joyce brothers escaping through the server room on the lower level.
Raider Team 3, intercept immediately. Ready another extraction unit to remove the core. Prowler Team, ready the heavies in the underground parking. I'm not hearing any response from Raider Team 3. We may have a situation.
Copy.
We were supposed to have the core loaded in that chopper by now.
Should have sent Liam Burke in first to deal with those Joyces.
Well, I can't. That guy. out of the frozen time. Kick you in the dick. Give you the Nakamura.
I remember that Will and I were heading to the courtyard when the stutter hit. That's where I needed to cut him off.
Again, want to point out really cool helicopter effect within the frozen time.
Yeah, the weird light loop.
Yeah.
The thing that makes the Superman 64 rings happen.
Yes. I'd like to wait cooler than Superman 64.
You say so.
I do. Super good right now. There we go.
Did the time thing also give him super strength, by the way?
No, well, like... yes and no. It's like, if you build... it's like the... now you're thinking with portals. Kind of, if you build up enough momentum through time, because it's forces mass times velocity squared. So
yeah, but shouldn't he still be breaking his hand?
Time to move.
Because like he's punching these people in the weird time device on their back and breaking it with his bare hand, and I feel like that would hurt your hand more than the machine unless he had some kind of weird super strength.
Maybe those.
And because like Paul Serene hit you earlier in the game and you went flying like 100 feet out of a library, so
yeah. Well, because that's, again, well, that car exploded.
Well, yeah, but just building up speed doesn't explain the not destroying your own hand part. Like Paul Serene didn't dislocate his shoulder when he punched you at like 1,000 miles an hour.
Or did he? And he's just that tough.
I don't think he's. Well, but that's the thing. Did the time powers make him that tough? Did the time powers give you durability?
What if? Okay, so all right.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my.
Sorry, you just
solution.
blew up. It was funny.
Yeah, I know. What if? Because you can affect certain things like individual timelines. What if it is breaking their hands, but they're using their time powers to immediately send their wrist bones to a timeline where they're not broken, or earlier in time where they aren't broken.
So you're saying you're just building up a lifetime of injuries for later, and eventually all it's going to hit at once?
Well, no, because they either go forward when it's healed, or they go backwards where it never happens.
But if they go back to where it never happened, wouldn't it eventually happen regardless? Because you can't change the future, man.
Or can you?
You can't. Literally everyone has been like, by the way, you can't change the future. Or more importantly, they've been like, you can't change the past. But the problem is that the future is the past, because everyone's already been there and seen it.
Oh, mic stands. The future of my mic stand is grim.
It's dark.
TFP throws dark.
It's the Terminator.
Mic stand, Dark Fate.
Yeah. I could not remember the name of the fucking Terminator movie.
It's fine. Who cares about the Terminator movie? No one. That's who cares about the Terminator movie.
Don't negate my time blast.
Oh, he's gonna.
Did. Shoot that man. There we go. Oh, okay.
When Will and I had escaped from the lab after the experiment, it seemed like Monarch was dealing with somebody other than us. That was me, all along.
HQ, Striker team is down. Joyce.
Striker team is down. How many?
All of them. Ah, they said all of them.
We underestimated. Take him out. Whatever it takes.
Shit. Run away. Oh, that didn't work.
Hey, look, what do you know?
What?
Turned out you really did go back in time to the start of the game.
What?
So that you can conveniently save your brother from the least convincing death scene that I have ever seen in any piece of fiction ever.
What? No, he died though. He definitely died.
Straight up, that was bad writing.
But he died though.
Not for a second have I thought he was actually dead because it's so obvious. Like, straight up, that is bad writing.
But he died.
You couldn't come up with... He didn't. You couldn't come up with anything better than rocks falling in front of the camera that don't even convincingly look like they hit him.
But he died though.
He didn't, PFP.
How can you be so sure?
Because you're time traveling back to when it happened and they never showed a body or actually showed him die or even get injured.
But those rocks fell on him.
They fell in front, they fell between him and the camera. And then your character was like, oh, I guess he's dead. Gandalf had a more convincing death scene.
I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
No, you wouldn't. Too easy playing garbage like this.
Wow.
Garbage.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good that you're on New Game Plus and have all your abilities upgraded and everything.
Man, so that I will never die.
Yeah. And also that you're playing on an easier difficulty.
Yeah. Hold on.
Because otherwise it'd be like super embarrassing. You just keep getting your shit wrecked over and over.
I've only gotten my shit wrecked twice thus far.
Over and over.
I don't think you can call twice over and over.
I mean, we're going for 3, so let's see.
But I'm not going to get my shit pushed down a third time. Mark my words.
Sure? How sure are you, TFT?
I'll say...
Give me a percentage.
100%.
Alright, let's make it a bet.
Okay.
To get your shit pushed in again, you've got to play Fatal Frame 2 on stream.
I've done that twice, though.
Yeah, but you've got to finish the game.
Oh, no. What are you doing up in the corner, buddy?
He's hanging out.
Like, I don't want to deal with Time Man. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there's still another... Oh, no, there we go.
Which is funny, because despite having time powers, Flash Man was the easiest Robot Master to beat Mega Man 2. It's super weird.
In the lab after the experiment, it seemed like Monarch was
I feel like
doing
Metal Man
something
was the easiest robot
Really?
master.
Flash Man doesn't do anything except run back and forth and take bullets to the head. Like, he doesn't even try to defend himself. Stargrab, what was that?
Yeah,
You're roboting a bit.
Mega Man 2
Yes.
is what we're talking about.
Am I still roboting?
No, you sound better now, but all I heard before was you say the word 2.
I said Flashman shoots you.
Okay, no, I thought, yeah, I didn't hear that. I just heard something that sounded like you saying 2. Yeah, Flashman, like, tries, but he's bad at it. His gun doesn't do much damage, and he kind of just runs back and forth awkwardly. And he takes so much damage from your shots that unless you go in with, like, no health, you're guaranteed to win.
Also, I mean, to be fair, if we want to talk about super easy Robot Masters, Toadman from Mega Man 3.
Fair. And also, Mega Man 2 also includes Bubble Man, who, well, he's Bubble Man.
He's got the power of bubbles!
He's also got the power of losing, like, a third of his HP from one Metal Blade, so...
To be fair, like, almost every Robot Master in Mega Man 2 has the power of losing a third of their hit points to Metal Blade.
That's because Metal Blade is fucking rad.
That's true. Guess you didn't get their shit pushed in.
Was it you?
It was me.
Congratulations. See, you just needed some motivation. You're welcome.
Did you? Gate control. I don't have the code.
Oh, I gotta get the door code. What could the door code be?
Burke, the hell are you doing down here?
I don't know, what's the door code?
Fuck if I know. Let's go see Wade.
That guy doesn't know. Let's go see Wade.
You get all the fun.
I feel like there's a Kim Possible joke in here somewhere. Also, he has like a time explosion. Why can't he just blow up the door?
Because other people need it.
Get your team prepped for combat. I don't have a good feeling.
That'd be rude.
You just killed a bunch of
Damn
people.
it. I missed the code.
I gotta run faster to get the code. Which, honestly, I think I'm just gonna do this and then go... Oh, I'm at a run. Pardon me. Just gonna loiter over here. Stop having your conversation. There you go. Get over here.
Yeah, gate code is 665. Neighbor of the beast, you know?
It's the neighbor of the beast.
Okay.
I get that reference. I did not get that reference when I first played this game. I was just like, oh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know.
Now you know.
It's the neighbor of the beast. You want some Sizzle Cola?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It looks so refreshing.
Does it? I feel like Sizzle is like the least relaxing name imaginable.
Refreshing, you mean?
I'm not done with you yet.
No, like it makes me feel anxious. That makes me feel like something that will like damage me when I drink it.
What did that last part say? Paul Serene's favorite sports team is the Riverport Rexes. You can see him front row at every game.
Yeah, no, Sizzle sounds bad.
How about the Old Gods of Asgard tribute band Stone Crow?
That sounds pretty lame to me. The problem is when I hear that, I just can't help but think of that damn Sinwa's Sacrifice 2 trailer. That looks like a bad Old Gods of Asgard tribute band right there.
Let me ask you this, which was a worse trailer? That Hellblade 2 or Baldur's Gate? Or, sorry, Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance.
So the Dark Alliance trailer, very, very last second, had like 2 tiny, like less than a second clips of gameplay, and those looked alright. The Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice trailer contained 0 gameplay and failed to sell me on a new console, which seems really bad. I will say that coming out of it, I looked at the Dungeons & Dragons thing and went, man, that trailer was fucking terrible, but the actual game part looks like it might be okay. Whereas coming from the Hellblade trailer, I came out of it just going like, man, that looked terrible.
I will say that
So-
I feel slightly bad because I read a little bit afterwards about the Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Yeah.
And apparently they're like, there's too much RPG in these action RPGs. We want more action, and it's like,
And that's why they made that trailer?
Yeah.
Whoever's here left.
Like, but the tiny little bit of gameplay that I saw was like, okay, you know what? That's well modeled, surprisingly and ironically well animated. I am interested in what that is. I just wish they had showed that and not all of the damn cutscene before it, because man, that was terrible. Meanwhile, with the Hellblade thing, it's like, I don't think there's anything they should have showed me that made me interested with Hellblade. And more importantly, the fact that they're using it as like the fucking flagship launch thing of the new console, and all they showed was cutscene. And it's just like, that, really? That's what you're gonna go with? The Dungeons & Dragons trailer was a throwaway thing. The Hellblade trailer seemed more important, due to being positioned as the first thing you're gonna see launching for the new Xbox.
Well, I mean, the first thing you're going to see launching for the new Xbox is Halo.
Yeah, but they didn't show a Halo trailer.
Yeah, but they showed one at E3.
Yeah.
Or sorry, the sex box. Oh, that was bad. That didn't go very well.
Why is Xbox so bad at naming things?
I don't know.
Like, I think there's nothing funnier than the Xbox Series X. And then right after, there's another trailer, and it's like, yeah, this is launching for the PlayStation 5. Because we're just calling it the PlayStation 5, because why the fuck would we not?
Well, I mean, I feel like Xbox kind of backed themselves into a corner with their
No, they can back out of the corner anytime they want. Just call the new one the Xbox 4.
But no, you gotta call it the Xbox 5, though. Oh god, I need to stop saying that word.
What?
The Microsoft Console 5.
Well, why do you need to stop saying... Oh, okay, I see why you need to stop saying Xbox so much. But what if they just called it, because it's... Was it the 5th one? I thought it was only the 4th one.
It's a joke, because after Windows 8 came Windows 10.
Maybe... Well, because they could go to Xbox... They could call it like the X Cube, because, you know, it's... Well, no. It can't be Cube, that would be 3.
Wait, so Xbox 610?
I mean, wouldn't the 4th one be the X... this is really hard to talk about while not saying the words.
It's fine. The Xbox quit.
Okay.
The One X would be the 4th one, because, you know... Because that was their lie with Windows 10, was, nah, 8.1's the 9th one.
What if it was the Xbox 1.1?
No time to lose.
I feel like that now you're getting into Wii U issues.
Really?
Because, yeah, with the 1.1, you're like, well, is this just an add-on for my Xbox One?
What if they updated it to go along with, like, what if it was the Xbox Vista? The Xbox XP. XP box.
Shit.
Xbox.
Gotta beat him to the library.
Xbox sounds like what you get at the reveal event when everyone is sick.
Jumping.
And or a rapper.
And or what happens when Ekpak the wrestler gets involved with fucking time splitters. You get an entire I was gonna say like a tag team.
See, make me mad. I didn't shoot that guy.
I was gonna say like not a team of like not a tag team, but an entire stable of Xbox from different timelines. So he's dressed like it's a bunch of different differently dressed Xbox, and some of them are like full on different races and ages, and one is a different gender because they're all from different timelines.
You said that I shot that guy, but I didn't.
That did seem like the likely scenario.
Guess what? I was right.
We're not getting any response from the sniper unit.
Yeah, but literally nothing up to that point showed her doing it. And also, it's weird that she got up there that fast and got out a sniper rifle.
She's a quick lady.
Yeah, but like that's. The writing feels like it is kind of fallen apart at this point. I'm not gonna lie, but considering how bad that early death scene was, it's always kind. Well, especially how bad the entire setup for this game is.
Well, no, he's super dead. I know what you're talking about.
This game is set up terribly. Like, they left gaping holes in the writing from the word go. I understand they were talking about, like, oh yeah, I know it's difficult to write a time travel story, and it's like, yeah, but you can try.
So that guy's totally dead.
Like, straight up, the thing with the brother feels like they just didn't even fucking try to come up with an interesting and convincing way to do it.
HQ, this is Monarch Actual. Cancel that order, I'm on my way. I'll deal with Jack personally.
You heard him. Stand down.
Platforming.
Hold on, Will. I'm almost there.
Hostile! Bud! Hostile!
This is a good line reading of the fuck.
Gotta get to the library.
There's some really good just incidental line readings. Because there's the one guy earlier who's like, hey, I think that's Jack's voice. And he says it like exactly like that. And it's really funny because we're supposed to be in fucking Massachusetts.
I mean, hey, that doesn't mean they can't hire people from other places. Maybe he moved to this part of the country and was hired by an evil, shady organization. This is where the job opportunities were.
He's like a truck driver, so I guess it does make sense that he wouldn't necessarily be fast in accent.
Travels.
These guys have so much health.
It's okay, you got a lot of bullets, and also time powers. Just a big dumb time explosion. I feel like maybe it's just because the time explosion looks exactly like your freeze bubble. It's hard to tell when you're using the time explosion and when you're not. It seems like you never use it.
I used it a lot my first time through the game, and I use it a lot when I'm playing on like hard. It's a lifesaver there. I'm just kind of forgetting about it, to be honest.
Well,
yeah. I mean, you don't need it here. The game is so easy.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I've never died.
Yeah.
Will.
There is.
Whoop! Oh god. That's gone wrong.
Trigger. I never wanted this.
See, look, he definitely died there.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Jack.
Of course he didn't die there.
Why'd he died there?
Welcome back.
God almighty.
He would have died if he didn't time travel.
No, the fact that that's how he quote-unquote would have died means that you didn't change anything. This is how it was always going to happen. He never died there to begin with.
Come on, let's go. Monarch had it the whole time. Does it work?
Came back from the future. For me. Fracture wasn't fixed.
Not yet. Does it work?
Theory, yes. We gotta get back to my time machine. Gotta get us back to the time where you came from.
No.
Future.
No.
It's the only way.
We need to stop the fracture here, in this time. Now.
Oh, Jack, listen to me. The fracture wasn't fixed in the time where you came from. So fixing it here, it's always gonna fail.
People are going to die, Will. You haven't seen what happens between now and then.
No, but you have. What you have done has set in motion a chain of events that cannot be broken.
Look, we don't know.
And if it could be broken, it could jeopardize the entire world. We get one shot at this. There's too much at stake, Jack.
Look, I know the stakes, okay?
Then you gotta let go, Jack. Everything you have done to get to this place is necessary. Trust me. The past is set, but the future isn't.
But they haven't been to the future, so the future's not set for them.
No, that's other people have been to the future. It has already happened.
If what you said is true, then how did I save you? I saw you die, Will.
The past is set,
Jack.
and the
never
future
physically
is
saw
the
me
past because people have been
I
there and
watched the
seen
roof
it.
collapse on top
The
of
only way this would make any
illusion of my
sense is you have to go to when time is straight up frozen
It's all
into
a
it,
loop.
because technically
If
nothing
time
is the
is an
future
egg,
after
no
that
egg
moment.
metaphors.
If you do it that way, it makes sense, because people have been to the end of time.
We don't have time for this.
So you have to at least go to the end of time, then fix it from when time is frozen. Yeah, you never physically saw him die. Dick.
Runs in the family.
Why is this game written so poorly?
But he died, though. Time loop. I'm alive. Science.
Yeah, I got that.
Because if he was alive, then he would have like texted his brother and been like, "Hey, by the way, I didn't die."
No, because you're about to fucking... This never would have happened if he texted his brother, because his brother wouldn't have the revenge factor. So he had to let him think that he was dead until he already got saved. Which he knew was fine, because he knew his brother was going to survive long enough to come here and save him, because he immediately got saved. So he just never sent a text to make sure that his brother had the motivation to eventually save him.
Paul was using it to fuel some kind of messed up survival program.
They must have somehow repurposed it as
But
a
what if we go
localized
back and
Chronon
strangle
field
Paul
regulator?
Serene as a baby?
Then he'll survive.
I always assumed it was Beth Wild who had the countermeasure.
Turns out that you trying to strangle him as a baby is why he grew up and loved gray suits so much. I don't know why that factors in, but it does. The light glinting off the saran wrap you tried to wrap baby Paul Serene's head in gave him a real thing for shiny objects.
This House of Dreams. Well, that's a lot of dudes. Whoops.
So is the Alan Wake stuff on that board just an Easter egg?
Yeah.
Because in universe, how the fuck would anyone actually know about those events to write that on a board?
Considering Alan Wake is... Well, so that's like the weird part, because Alan Wake is... There's the part where they play Alan Wake in the Monarch office.
Uh-huh.
But there's also a copy of The Sudden Stop on Liam Burke's like TV table in the show.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is Quantum Break doesn't really do a good job with the whole shared universe thing.
Not particularly.
That's a bummer.
It's just like weird and confusing. Because there's also the...
Oh, is it time for Iceman to creep on Beth in the frozen time?
No, he's a good he's good at the time, and he's like, nah.
He's doing more creeping than fake Will Wheaton did. He's
Like-
halfway to copping a field right now.
Because he was gonna save her and be like, hey, guess what? You're not gonna die this time with the time. And he was like, no, I gotta not do that because then maybe time would break. But he really wanted to, but he didn't.
But time is already broken.
But like harder.
How?
Like, you played Life is Strange. You know what happens when you save someone who's not supposed to live.
Fair enough.
If he had done that, just all of a sudden a giant tornado would just have appeared above them and just murdered the entire town. Excuse me.
Oops, forgot I was muted. I was about to say, is this some Final Destination shit?
They seem to be going back and forth on it a little. Their idea is that if it's the past, it can't be changed. But if it's the future, you've still got a shot. But apparently it only applies to the main character. Because everyone else who's already seen the future is like, no, the future goes bad. You can't change it because it's the past. And the main character is like, no, we can change it, though. And apparently he's right. Which is stupid.
It's San Dimas time. It's Jack Joyce lives in the San Dimas time.
It makes no sense unless there is some last-minute ass pull of your main character is somehow detached from time, and the rules do not apply to him specifically.
I think
Because this whole thing is, I need to change the future, but the future is already the past because multiple people have been there.
I mean, I think the implication, we're going to get slightly ahead here, is that because technically Paul Serene can change the future because he does the junctions.
Mm-hmm.
Because they technically have different paths.
Yeah. But even he said, yo, I tried to change the future and it doesn't work. Despite the fact that his explicit power is changing the future.
Well, he tried to
because
change...
the writing is bad.
Tried to change the end of time, but he couldn't do that because he's not a good person. And the End of Time knew that and was like, hey.
The End of Time is not sentient.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Unless this game's writing gets way worse between now and then.
I don't think I was supposed to go this way. I don't know where Will went. Is an issue.
And that's the problem, is there are ways they could try to, like, pull it back and go like, okay, no, here's an explanation for what's going on. But I feel like they're not gonna go those routes. Because, like, if they went to the frozen time in the future, to the End of Time, and then fixed it there, I would be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I feel like they're going to fix it before time breaks, and that's not how I think it should work.
When Monarch came for the time machine at the university, Paul was trapped in it. He escaped into the future. Whatever happened to him there changed him.
Somehow he found my machine there and used it to come back to 1999.
And founded Monarch.
You have super strength. Why are you helping him open the door? And why didn't you just blow it open on the first shot?
Because you want to make the brother feel like he helped.
Do you? He sucks.
What? No, he's a nice guy.
He caused this entire mess.
Just the way I left it. Hope it still works.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go to the future. A little after your time of departure. Before the fractures stop time permanently. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this.
It'll be dangerous.
Of course it'll be dangerous. At this point, what isn't? But I have been curious to try this.
travel.
Wow. So this is what it looks like.
Buddy, you gotta...
Hey, Jack. When we
Also, it probably would have been a smart idea at some point before this for him to have shot one of those Monarch guys with the harness in the leg and taken his harness so that his brother could have an anti-time freeze harness.
It may not be much of a waste.
So that he was not constantly being stuck.
To be fair, what's like you can pull people out of the time thing for some reason.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be helpful for the brother to have a harness in case, I don't know, Jack dies. So that his brother would still have a shot at fixing things.
But make me mad, I haven't died once in this entire game. Why would Jack die?
Yeah.
I never imagined it would be like this.
Crap. Hang on, Will.
Oh, speaking of stutters.
What the hell do we do with the shit?
Go away.
Will, I need to get her moving. We don't have time for this.
We don't have time for this.
Better not, Jack.
Alright, just checking.
Yep.
I don't know how Will managed to get here, but...
Since we've already proved in the first scene of the game that multiple versions of people can exist in the same place at the same time.
Yep.
Is the final boss fight going to be against 30 Pulse Serenes?
No, sadly.
Damn it!
Time Knife was not that foreshadowing.
Bunker somewhere waiting for the inevitable? Jesus, Paul.
You stole the CFR, Jack.
Also, why didn't he just come back in time to now, like, before, and then help himself get through this building in the first place? There were two of him.
Do that.
Paul's not looking too good.
I know.
And this is the final boss of the video game.
Oh, Game of Thrones man is moving.
He's getting down with his bad self. This mic stand is going to fall. Whoop. Here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set that like right here.
See, you couldn't change the future TFP.
Yeah. I'm just going to set it very precariously on my leg. So that's a good way to make it not fall. Ow.
Is Paul just standing up there in a shield?
Yes.
This is going to be one of those boss fights.
Yes. So the idea here is we need to wait for him to do that. He's going to make a big time blast happen. We need to run away from it. And by run away, I mean like kind of... Whoop. Hold on. This didn't work. We're going to go back to clamping this unsuccessfully. Hold on. I'm very professional. Don't you even worry about it. Nope, that's not working. Ugh. There we go. We do it. Like Resident Evil 2. run over here. Shoot Paul. Let me shoot more dudes. Away. Oh. Run, I think.
Why does everyone with time powers have the ability to take a ton of bullets and be fine? What part of the time powers is that?
It's the part of the time power that you protect yourself from bullets. The video games need to happen.
No.
But no, just Bushido Blade with guns, though.
That's an issue.
Where is the Bushido Blade with guns game? Why doesn't that exist?
Isn't that just Counter-Strike?
Kind of, probably.
Paul's being a dick, and that's the problem.
But where's the, like, Wild West game that's Bushido Blade with guns, but everyone's just got revolvers and rifles?
I'm unsure.
Why aren't you making these video games right now, TNP?
I'm playing Quantum Break.
What was all of college for if you're not going to make sick radical games?
It's a great.
Also, when are you starting a studio called Sick Radical Games?
I feel like other companies would sue me.
Alright.
Because there's Free Radical.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some other team that had Radical. And it might have been some Radical Entertainment that became Free Radical, or that was what Free Radical became.
I mean, if you can have more than one Radical, it's probably fine.
That's true. I just don't remember if there is one or if it's two or one that is the same.
Alright, you've got to make a game studio right now. What do you call it?
I don't know.
Just a disappointing answer.
Where are you blasting? Blasting in that corner, which means I can go over here. Which is convenient, because now I'm just like right in front of them. Oh, he's doing it again, and oh god. I run away now. Oh, hello. Oh, he's doing it a third time.
It's like this is a video game or something.
It's like it's a video game. Also, if you get caught in that, it's like an instant kill, I think.
Yeah.
Now. There we go.
Alright, question. Why doesn't he just do that to your brother? Who's standing, like, right there in the open and totally helpless?
Because he's in the frozen time.
And?
The time power. You can't kill someone with time powers in the frozen time because
That
your
makes no
powers
sense.
rely on time. And
It
because
makes no sense.
But so they have all the chronons around them, which means they can move through time, and the chronons are what cause the time powers to work. And because the brother doesn't have any chronons, ow.
Alright, why doesn't he just teleport down there and grab the brother to bring him out of the frozen time, and then kick him in the nuts so hard that his spine shoots out of his face?
Because this isn't Mortal Kombat, but now I want that Mortal Kombat fatality.
It exists!
Is it?
Yeah, remember Mortal Kombat 11?
Oh,
Cassie Cage does it.
that's great.
She kicks you in the nuts and your skull shoots out of your body. And your skull screams after it leaves your body.
That's amazing.
It's pretty good. Why you gotta kill Paul Serene like that?
Because he was gonna kill me.
He was trying to save the world.
But we're gonna save the world.
Never mind. Tell me later.
A shitty world.
Do you really want to hang out in Paul Serene's basement for eternity?
I'll have to hook up the countermeasure to the
Hey, he seems like an okay guy. Does he have an Xbox down there?
Maya Joyce field.
I don't know.
The time machine's like an amplifier. That'll cause a chain reaction and rejuvenate the field.
Just go unfreeze the staff of Platinum Games and be like, alright guys.
Just make it happen.
Jack, give me a hand with this.
What do you need?
The countermeasure's charge is low. We'll need a jolt of chronon particles. A jump start. That's you.
I'm gonna jumpstart the time. Oh, hey, Paul.
Don't stop.
Hurry up! It's working. It's not gonna push me against the entire goddamn universe.
Stick your dick in the orb.
Well, bye, Paul.
The countermeasure. It stitched time back together everywhere. The destruction couldn't be undone. The lives we lost were real. But we fixed it.
Jack.
We fixed the time.
Clocks kept on ticking.
Yay.
Come on. Come on. I think we just saved the universe.
Yeah. Where's Paul?
He's dead. He's gone. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Will, he was wrong about everything.
Was he?
Will. The countermeasure worked.
Whoa. Countermeasure burned out.
Oh no.
The Maya Joyce field should be stable now. Of course, I'll have to run a few tests to confirm. But this...
Now our protagonist man has the times cancer.
One more question. Paul Serene's entire philosophy was that time is a set path, and nothing can be changed. At the time, you obviously disagreed.
Oh, I like that
After
your brother's such a
everything
piece of
you've
shit he
seen
doesn't
and
even
done,
care that you're dying to the side.
We need to know. What do you believe now? Was he right?
Oh, look at all that CG stubble.
Or is it possible to change things?
I'll come back for you.
And that's Quantum Break. There's no music playing because I turned the music off. But if music was playing, it would be playing The Higgs Boson Blues by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. And that's a great song that I highly recommend looking up. But probably can't, you know, play that on a YouTube.
Makes sense.
Mikko Rautalahti, that's the guy I met.
Is he the new head of Monarch now? What the hell's that ending supposed to imply?
No, because I think the implication is that they're doing like a debrief or whatever, and Monarch pulled him in. Like, hey, tell us about the time adventure that you went on.
Yeah, but why would he go with Monarch?
I don't. Maybe it's not.
Like, I feel like there's a lot there that is not explained.
Well, that'll all get explained in Quantum Break 2. Oh.
Quantum Break-In 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I would watch Quantum Break-In 2. I bet they have some sick dance moves.
You wouldn't believe how sick your dance moves can get when time is freezing. You can spin forever. If you start spinning on your head, doing the sick legs out thing, and then someone uses the time bubble to freeze you, do you continue to build momentum, and then when the bubble stops, you just spin like 1,000,000 times faster?
I hope so. Additional motion capture and acting, the guy What Is Alan Wake? Amazing. Alan Wake. Matthew Peretta. Man who probably should have won Best Performance at the Game Awards.
Yeah. If not him, then dude who played Die Hardman. I can't believe he wasn't even nominated.
Yeah, they probably could have gotten away with not nominating Norman Reedus and instead nominating
Yes.
that guy.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hard agree on that one. And if you disagree with that, I would like to refer you to the line readings of Norman Reedus shilling his own show from the back of a bike. And tell me how good that performance is.
It's like a bike I would see on an episode of Ride with Norman Reedus. Thursdays at 8 on TNT.
I'm glad that that show survived the apocalypse.
I'm glad.
Like, there should be a point in the show, in that game, where someone fucking meets or meets Sam and is like, "Man, you look a lot like Norman Reedus."
One of the preppers should just be Norman Reedus and be like, "Hey, you look like me."
Okay, hold up. I just want to point out that company is apparently named Outsource to Us.
That's a great name.
That's all right.
Hey, see, Eggs, Bows, and Blues, Africa, and then a bunch of other things that I don't know. I guess there's a Paramore song. I like Paramore.
Yeah. They're pretty good. I have not heard Paramore since like high school, but they used to be good at least. They're probably still alright.
I want to keep making Game Award jokes, but I should probably stop.
Circles, performed by Kate Tempest, courtesy of Big Dada.
I missed that.
How rich do you think the Speed Tree people are?
It's pretty rich. Also, hey, look, Ken Lobb.
Oh. They didn't include his signature gun in the game, though, did they?
No.
No Clob.
Nah.
Ugh.
Ow. Man, I feel like I should have just turned the music on for these credits so that I could be listening to Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
Nah. You gotta sit it out with the rest of us.
Yeah.
Well, you know, talk. Speak. Words. Talk about the Quantum Break. How do you feel about it now? After how many playthroughs?
This is my fourth.
Alright.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about the Quantum Break after 4 playthroughs?
I still like it.
It seems fine.
Yeah. So, I feel like... Because I feel like a lot of the criticism of this game was more directed at gameplay than story at the time, which I found kind of baffling. because I feel like as we've been doing all these Remedy games, all these games still play amazingly. Like, they have aged like fine wines.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things that's just like, yeah, I can... Admittedly, having to download all the episodes, so this is 150 gigabytes, is a problem. But it's still the type of thing that I could see coming back to every once in a while, you know? Also, Michael Mann. It's probably not the same Michael Mann, but, you know. That'd be fun. Man, Michael Mann working on a Remedy thing would be great. I would play that game. Give Remedy the Heat license. Or Miami Vice. Quantum Break live action show. Executive producer Sam Lake. Look at all of these executive producers. And then producers. I like that the director of photography for the live action show was Tim Burton. Yeah, Lance Reddick. Lead man. Or
I
lead
still
man.
honestly kind of wish they had just done this as a show or something.
Yeah.
Like, I get what they were trying to do, and I like the idea, actually, of, like, the weird show-game split. To be honest, that kind of feels like the kind of thing Hideo Kojima should look into.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
But I just don't think it worked super well in this one.
Second
it was all right.
assistant director.
Oh, hey, there's the Best Boy again. Best Boy Electric.
Yep.
Rigging Best Boy Electric. Best Boy rigging grip. Prop master, assistant, prop master, prop assistant. I don't know why, but those three titles back to back were really funny to me.
The Lance Reddick stunt double.
Medic, construction medic.
Stunt striker.
That said DOT administrator, but for a second I thought it said DDT administrator.
GoPro Tex.
Oh, Liam had 2 stunt doubles. I see.
I mean, he is kind of the main character of the show part.
Yeah.
He does kind of the most stunts.
Second camera assistant Matt Jackson.
The merch freak. Electric loving.
Labyrinth Cinematic Solutions. Man, putting solutions at the end of your company is a good way to make it sound really evil.
Yeah. Monarch Solutions.
Mm-hmm. So these credits here are all for the show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Georgia. Is it gonna Oh, yeah, okay. This time travel story is completely fictional. Time travel does not exist.
Yeah, 9/11 never happened.
Oof.
Well, Serve's not here. Someone had to step in.
And very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, well, that patience is starting to wear pretty thin.
Of course.
Iceman out.
Right outside.
Mr. Joyce.
What up, Lance Reddick?
Finally. Thought you wanted to talk, not get my life story.
Well, you were at the heart of all of this. And you can understand our need to find out exactly what happened.
I heard it's all being pinned on Paul. It's quite the feat.
Paul Serene always danced to his own tune, you know that. He and his delusions did tremendous damage to Monarch. But we can still salvage this company. We could use a man like you. It's not the same Monarch you know, Mr. Joyce.
We changed the logo
Your
to
exceptional
blue.
Qualities are obvious.
We're
And we
nice,
both know you
Umbrella.
have certain needs our expertise could help with. We can help each other.
And that's Quantum Break. For real this time. I can finally free up 150 gigs off my Xbox One. Good night, everybody.
That's a plus.
Do you have anything left to add?
Nah, not really. So the implication there at the end is obviously now that he has absorbed Paul Serene's time power.
Well, no,
like fucking Mega Man boss.
Well, so it's when you get the time cancer, you get that time power.
Mm-hmm.
So the implication is he's got the time cancer.
Okay.
Which they also implied earlier, but you know.
Well, yeah, but like I didn't realize that the sickness meant that you now could alter time, apparently, which is still stupid because the whole premise of the thing is like, oh, we can't change the future except for all these things that are letting you change the future. Where that is your explicit ability.
It's almost like Paul Serene is a liar and a bad.
It's almost like this game is poorly written.
Anyway. Join us
But
next
it's okay because we're moving on to
Yeah.
bigger and better things.
Yeah. I should play some of those expeditions before we do the stream.
I need to update the game and try those out.
Join us then for something. There may be something in between this and Control. There may not be. I may just jump right
Oh,
to
okay.
Control.
You may just jump right to Control if you feel like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night, everybody.